boys and girls, hope you're well. So today we're off to Swindon to be interviewed about the Sarum Lights film that I'll cut little bits over right now, but I'll see you very soon. Boys and girls, hope you're well. So this is the train to Swindon, and then we've got about 40 minutes until our interview, so I'm going to probably pick up food and yeah, then we'll maybe take some photos, maybe not, and then head back home again. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you in the loop, and I hope you enjoyed the interview. I'll see you soon. Well boys, I'm back. So we're about 5 to 10 minutes away from Swindon, and then we've got about 40 minutes or so to make our way over to the BBC Wiltshire studio, and yeah, so I just wanted to jump in and say that it's currently the 10th of March 2020, hence the gloves and such. Kind of thinking whether I should mention coronavirus or not. Most people are. It's been very interesting seeing the media and seeing my own concerns specifically regarding it as well. So yeah, stay safe, and if you're watching this video just after it came out, the advice as far as I'm aware is just wash your hands and basic hygiene, and don't lose your shit. So don't lose your shit. And yeah, I'll see you very soon. Hello ladies and gents, I hope you're well. So we're just down from the BBC Wiltshire's studio, broadcasting house, so I'll see you on the other side.
A few moments later.
How do you let them in though?
There we go. So, as you can see, we're in the reception of BBC Wiltshire, and we're going to be interviewing on the radio. Probably going to cut in some of the audio and hopefully vlog some of it. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay,
It's not absurdly low.
This blue one?
Yes, swap it by all means.
Not a problem.
One if it's too low. So.
How long ago did I come first?
Well, you were at the very beginning of the last evening shows. You were
Because it was the
first guest with Tim.
it was
on the
yeah.
special.
That's what I was thinking.
Tim flies solo now, and I've got a show on Thursday night. Who was last in the studio? What a mess. Do you find this when you go in? So I'm going to be asking the questions at around about this sort of level, which is roughly all right. And Carlton, have you had any lunch today? No, you've been on a train.
No, I've been on a train the entire time here.
Okay.
It's been very exciting.
What did you see on the train?
Lots of trees, lots of fields, lots of Swindon, I guess. I mean, it's the train to Swindon from Salisbury. It's extremely exciting.
Brilliant. Lovely. Okay. Are you happy if I hit record?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So we're in Studio 1. I'm hitting that No. And it's going around. So the first thing to get you to do, as ever with a pre-record, is Carlton, your full name, the name of your company, and where you have come in from today.
So my full name is Carlton Brunton, and my name of my company is Brunton Media, and I've come all the way from Salisbury.
And how was the journey from Salisbury?
Yeah, interestingly quiet, considering the current global situation, I'll put it that way. It's definitely there, but I think people are just kind of getting on with it, which is good. That's definitely how I'm looking at it anyway.
Good. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your lovely film that you've uploaded. So first of all, just describe for people that might not know what Sarum Lights is, what Sarum Lights is. So
Sarum Lights, as far as I was aware anyway, was the start of the Salisbury 2020 celebrations. The Salisbury 2020 celebrations is the celebrations that are mainly run by the cathedral, because the cathedral, those who don't know, 800 years ago, the cathedral was moved from Old Sarum, which is a hill fort just outside Salisbury, to its current place where it resides right now. Apparently, it was moved by someone firing an arrow. I haven't read that anywhere, so don't quote me on that. But that's so Sarum Lights was a light show that sort of stole that story, all the way from why it was at Old Sarum up to where we are in the present day.
So it was moved by someone firing an arrow?
Well, I think that's why they chose where they chose. So they fired an arrow from Old Sarum into the valley, and they were just like, yeah, well, where it lands, you know. And then they moved the cathedral brick by brick, which in my head sounds like a lot of work, but you know, I'm sure it was. But it's right next to a floodplain, which is an interesting decision, you know. But touch wood, at the moment it hasn't flooded, and the guys at the Water Meadows are handling any flood water issues that may come down. So yeah.
And your film, Sarum Lights, shot beautifully the light display in the cathedral. So tell us a little bit about your film. Describe your film and what it portrays, because it's just gorgeous.
So for me, I just wanted to put my own spin on the beauty of the light show. And for me, I try to, whenever I create a film, I try to show it in such a way as if someone was there and kind of, you know, there and looking at it and enjoying it, but also to sort of showcase the people as well that are enjoying it as well. So sort of those two kind of elements. So the film starts with me showing off the west front and some of the illuminations that were on the west front, and then it goes into the inside of the cathedral where there was more you know, lights happening inside, and then sort of showcasing people enjoying that as a sound and light festival, I would say, or event, has however unique it is in that respect. So.
And how difficult was it to actually film? Because it was a light show, it was an event. You had one go to try and capture the lights and the people enjoying the lights and the cathedral and its magnificence. It must have been quite pressured.
I mean, I think like any event is pressured like that. I mean, there's always challenges. Like a little bit behind the scenes was I was planning to do the film a little bit differently. There was meant to be some time-lapse stuff in there, but unfortunately due to weather, I ended up water damaging a camera. It's now fine. But I ended up water damaging a camera, and also a lens fogged up during that production as well, which is something you're kind of used to an extent, but it's still stressful even when it happens. So it's more just how did I handle that situation in that situation. But overall, I got all the shots I wanted from the film, and that I had in my head that I wanted as well.
It's really colourful, it's really bright reds, blues, greens, yellows, and it works so magnificently with the stained glass, doesn't it, in the cathedral? Was that your hope, was to kind of better show off that beautiful glass and the cathedral?
I mean, for me, the cathedral is a place that, you know, I personally would love to be around and very lucky to live so near to. You know, I take it sometimes for granted just because of how close it is to me. But, you know, I think that overall it is a very beautiful place, and I think that the light show just made it even better, which was hard for me to see how it could be because of how beautiful it actually is from a just as a building perspective. But I think that the cathedral and the guys who did the lights did a stunning job to actually make it something that can really be remembered for Salisbury 2020.
Why did you decide to put yourself under the pressure and go to the building that you love, that you said you'd love, and make this film? Why did you do that?
I mean, I think for me, as a filmmaker, I'm always looking for situations and opportunities to push myself and kind of have a situation where, yeah, it's going to be difficult to do well, but I think that now afterwards, I'm very glad that I've done it, and I'm very glad that I've actually been able to grow from it as well because of the challenges and etc. That I discussed about before that come with dealing with sometimes wet weather and in video production anyway, but just any problems within video production overall.
And why upload it to BBC Radio Wiltshire's upload site so that other people could enjoy it? Why did you want to do that?
I mean, it was partly on a more selfish basis, simply because I had hoped that it would reach a bigger audience by me sharing it with you guys, but also I think it was sort of I like the upload as a concept because it sort of allows you to showcase some talent that otherwise wouldn't necessarily be showcased or it wouldn't necessarily be shown in the same respect, which is, for me, I think, as someone who has only really got to where I've got because people give me a chance or because people have, taken those chances with me, especially as a creator who, came from basically nothing. I'm sure everyone else, who creates does as well. I think that it's just one of those other kind of things that you can sort of get found through. So yeah, I think it's a really good idea, personally.
And you're hoping to be found and be able to make films for who? What's your dream, Carlton?
I mean, for me, I'm just mainly looking for projects that I can be surrounded by professional and passionate people about what they do and help showcase what they do in the best way I can. The quote-unquote dream project doesn't really exist because for me, any project which I'm proud of is a dream project for me. And making sure that, we as a collective, so me and that client or me and that person who I'm creating with, are really, really proud of that film. I'm really, really proud of the messaging and how we did it and how it looks and how it sounds and everything about it before we put it out in that respect.
Glad you uploaded Sarum Lights?
Yeah, definitely.
Good man. I just realised the time and there is a show going on air in here in 10 minutes and there's going to be a presenter coming in looking flustered. So I'm going to save that and then let's go down and double check that it's recorded in the other studio. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
That was lovely, really lovely. I forgot what an easy chat you are. Although I shouldn't have done. Can I give you something now?
No.
No.
It's fine, honestly.
I've explained this once, stupid woman. Let me help Rachel out by doing that. Brilliant. I just quickly anxious to double check that it's there. Of course it is, but if I didn't, the day I don't double check it.
Yeah, and then I go home and then it's oh yeah, you know that interview you came all the way from Salisbury to do?
To be on BBC Radio Wiltshire on now I can't remember when Rue, but actually when we go down, I'll be able to tell you, I'll be able to check when it's going to be on.
Okay, cool.
But that was, as ever, brilliant. Do you need any other shots?
No, that's all right, thank you.
In touch.
Would you?
Oh, well, we transfer that to you tomorrow.
Perfect.
Nag me if you haven't got it by 6 o'clock. And stay in touch with everything that you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm sure there'll be crossover.
You're a good guest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And coming all this bloody way in a miserable weather.
It could be better. Yeah, it could have been sun. I was hoping sun.
Better, yeah.
It could have been some sun, but
Keep smiling.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, guys.
See you soon. I forget how hot their blooming studio actually is. But yeah, job done. So I hope you guys enjoyed that short interview. Either way, I'll be sharing it. It'll also going out tomorrow, which is sooner than I expected, but that's all good. And yeah. It's always good fun, and possibly be invited back at some point, I'm sure. Turns out I was one of the first people on the social, which now doesn't exist. But yeah, I'll see you very soon. That's probably going to wrap up most of this vlog. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like, and yeah, I'll see you very soon.